Narayana Lakshman Paivam. Yes, friends, salutations, welcome. Receive these gratitudes and appreciations, not mechanical, but from the core of the heart. You are recognized for your being serious, sincere, regular. May the divinity bless all of us in this pursuit every moment. 13 Vyaktitvas, Lokasevaka, Dharmasthavaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta, Bhasha, Jnata, Vyakarana Sahita, Parabrahma, Ishvara, Jaganmata, Devata Ganas, Guru Gana, Shastra Gana to help us bless us. Let us receive their guidance, blessing seriously, sincerely, regularly by ourselves approaching and by ourselves asking, doing our best. Shwethashwathara Upanishad, Prathamodhyaya, Spashta Rupena, the Karanam Brahma with all details is given to us in the fourth mantra which we were studying from couple of days. Same Karanam Brahma will be explained to us in the fifth mantra of this first chapter with another example of Nadi, river. Then in the sixth mantra, in this Karana Brahma Rupi Jagat entire, how you and I as Jiva are getting bound, basic Moola Karana, and how to get liberated, Moksha. Both are explained to us in that sixth mantra. That's why that sixth mantra becomes the most important mantra of the entire Upanishad and all Upanishadic literature and all Vedanta and all the spiritual pursuits. If we can truly, deeply, not only listen it, understand it, grasp it, but also take it to the heart, we are on the right track. It will be of immense help, rather, that is the crux and core and basic of our spiritual edifice. In that way, slowly, one by one mantra, the sadhya sadhana spashtata, the Shruti Mata and the Bhashyakara are going to give to us through this Upanishad. Especially in the sixth mantra, wonderful Prashnottaras, very sublime, are discussed with that question and answer also. Lot of understandings, clarities are going to be given to us. We have to take them. Let us do that study, and before that, Sankalpa Prarthana. Before that, quickly a few common sense thoughts today, short and precise, what we can discuss. One is, देखिए, all our upadhis are going through the prarabdha. We are identified with the upadhis, therefore, that prarabdha falls on us. This entire life, this is going to continue. All upadhis, Sharirendra, Prana, Mana, Buddhi. So, without comparing with others, becoming little aware, okay, I am going through this prarabdha. Learn the art of accepting it, trying to adjust, negotiate. There is no other way. That we have not done Mahayoga sadhanas, Vedanta sadhanas for many, many, many lives, and that this is the last life that we are able to withdraw from everything. हुआ तो हुआ. Some lucky ones are there. But who don't know? We may or may not. So have both ideas. Hopefully, this is the last life where all prarabdhas are over. So I am slowly able to detach from the upadhis. हो सके तो अच्छा, नहीं तो keep other alternative also open. Be open. Spirituality is being open. These upadhis are going through the prarabdha. We are also, because identify with it, are affected by it. Though we should try to wean away. Trying to wean away is our sadhana. Sometimes it's possible, many times not. But becoming aware of it itself is a good thing. The sharira prarabdhas of the roga or whatever the weaknesses, etc. Some may be because of our irregular diet and all habits. If we can correct them, there may be a 10-20% of improvement. अगर नहीं है तो प्रारब्ध है तो चलेगा, but try always we have to be. Not we leave it on prarabdha and do nothing, or while doing when it is not happening, listen carefully, we need not be suffering so much. दोनों को बैलेंस करना, प्रारब्ध के नाम पर पूरा छोड़ना भी नहीं, without doing anything from our side. While doing so, when the expected results are not coming, we need not so much get worried also. Strike balance between them. So to the other prarabdhas of the chitta, the mana, the terrible rajo tamo gunas in that get projected, it is uncontrollable sometimes. And to create all these inner prarabdhas, outer situations, outer people, outer objects, they are continuously supplied. In this life or any of the lives, when the prarabdha is over, suddenly you see all of them getting reduced, stopped. है ना, जब तक बादल में पानी है वो जम के बरसेगा. अब पानी खत्म हो रहा है, धीरे धीरे यू कैन सी द रेन उद्धृति slowly starts getting reduced from the buffaloes, bullocks to the cats and dogs, and from that to the small frogs and cockroach, let us say. Slowly it gets reduced. Then Shanta. This is one thing, be aware of it. Accept it. Go through it. The difference between others and we, the students of Shastra Vedanta, is this. They also go through, we also have to go through. They are not aware, therefore, the suffering quantity may be more. We are aware, therefore, we also suffer, but little acceptance is there, therefore, the depth and quantity of dukkha may be less. Point one. Point two is what? Still, we have not yet completely detached from the upadhis. That much of completeness, maturity in the understanding, also in the practice. If we have mastered, nothing like that. Great we are. If we have not mastered that detachment from the upadhi, therefore, knowingly, unknowingly, consciously, unconsciously, wantedly, unwantedly, through us, through the upadhis, because of the attachment with them, some karmas are happening. Who will give us, which will give us the results in future. Therefore, we have to be careful about it. As much as possible, reduction in our identity with upadhi, reduction in us, in our those karmas, which are going to give us result and bind us. Bondage at this level is not allowing us to full-fledgedly involve in spiritual sadhana. That is bondage. So therefore, be aware of that also. There also, as much care as possible we take Yet we may slip and get identified with upadhi, and we may do the things with the upadhis. The karma, which will give us karma phala, which is a bondage. Because we have to go through that karma phala. So to that extent, we are away from the Paramatma. This is a bondage there. So be aware of that also. As much as possible, upadhi tadatmya tyaga, as well as through the upadhi, not doing any of those karma which bind us. Koshish. This koshish is called sadhana. This awareness is called sadhana. Third one is our jnanam regarding the Satvastu, the Tattva, the Atman, the reality. If it has become pakka, thorough, unambiguous, beyond any doubts, lucky we are. That it is there, it is real, that alone is real. If that deep conviction level of knowledge has not come, then we have a lot of work to do. Again, of studying the Shastra deeply. Studying to ho raha hai, sunna to chal raha hai. We have to do the manana and chintana of it. So that is missing us. If that is not missed, if you do it regularly, it may take its own time, but the conviction will happen or should happen about the reality. And then its own outcome is other than it, everything else is delusion, projection. How much ever it is appearing to be real, we are involving in it, we are getting those anubhavas, सब चल रहा है, फिर भी है सब मिथ्या. Like when you watch a movie, according to the scenes, we also go through that अनुभूति. है ना, युद्ध का सीन है तो डिफरेंट अनुभूति, प्रेम का कोई सीन है दैट्स डिफरेंट, ह्यूमर है तो वी एक्सपीरियंस इट, एन एक्शन है that, but still is it real? No. Even to those actors, when they were acting, they involve in it so much, then only they can express like that as if it is real for the onlookers. कोई कुछ ही लोग कर सकते, they become the great actors, but still they know and they have to know that every scene, every dialogue, every reaction, every emotion, all of that is unreal, isn't it? In the same way, in the deep understanding of the truth as truth, reality as reality, everything other than that has to be understood to be appearance, projection. How much ever it is appearing as real, interactions are there, experiences are there, duties are there, so many. फिर भी ये फिर भी वाला शब्द लाना पड़ता है कि it's unreal, need not be valued. This is the third thing we have to mind about. कि is this knowledge becoming strong about the reality as real, then the unreal as unreal. On this only the fourth one, that we try to identify with the real more and more, dissociate with the unreal more and more. This is the actual sadhana, which takes so lot of time, because in the knowledge itself there is forgetfulness. We slip from it. Something very minute, micro, makes us forget that we are sadhakas, that we are doing the sadhana of satya अन्वेषणा और सत्य तादात्म्य. वो ज्ञान को भुलवाकर कुछ न कुछ हमको फंसाता है. Like you are listening to the class now. Some sound around, some scratching on the body, some thought about your coffee you took or not, tea or anything, or what you have to make later. कुछ न कुछ आकर उतंग करता है. It's not that continuously we are able to listen. Even I am also, while speaking is going on, but some thoughts come, who are there, who are seated, Are they listening or not? This is nothing to do with what I am talking. But that thoughts come. Fully, wholeheartedly, single pointedly, focusing only on the subject which is delivered, is an art which we have to master. Example. In the same way, anything can pull us out of that practice. Even after conviction, even after we are dedicatedly, determinedly doing this sadhana, that I am that. This is the fourth one. Fifth one क्या है ना? Once we start growing in these knowledges of Vedanta, it happens in many cases. I to see we can see that the Lord who was supporting us in the initial days so much by bringing conveniences to us, by himself sorting out many issues, even though we don't know. Slowly, it seems that he reduces his help and he leaves it to our independence. This is what we have to realize. Means the grace कम होता है, self effort ज़्यादा करना पड़ता है. In the beginning, like the children, when they are in the class 1, class 2 level, grace of parents is so much. उसको नहलाओ, कपड़े पहनाओ, नाश्ता कराओ, बैग तैयार करो, बॉक्स लगाओ, इवन उठाकर ले जाके उसको वैन और ऑटो में बिठाते. But as he goes to class 3 or 4, one by one thing, they reduce. He will have to do the things. He'll not be anymore given bath. He'll have to take. He'll have to find his clothes from the rack and he'll have to wear them. Once he comes to 5th, 6th class, he will have to set his bag for books and all. As 8th and 10th में आते हैं तो homework खुद को करना पड़ता है. As he grows little more, not only he'll have to do his work, he'll have to help the parents at home. होता है कि नहीं, बदलता है कि नहीं. Everywhere in the office also, new job. तो others help us in the beginning, first few days. ऐसा करो, वैसा करो. As the time is passing, we are expected to have the experience and mastery. They leave it to us. So too in the driving learning. शुरू में वो बगल में बैठकर हर एक चीज सिखाएंगे. Slowly he reduces his involvement. We are supposed to apply. In the same way, this is a very crucial junction in spirituality where the Lord deliberately stops giving the blessings. He makes us do the struggling right from scratch. At that time, we will know where do we stand as per our efforts, not the grace. Everything is grace finally. उसको side में रखो. At that time, we will know that we are at the zero level still. Then what we have done so far? We have done nothing. He only has done something for us only to show us a trial or a sample. कि spirituality ऐसा होता है, ऐसा करना है ना. Like on the first day of driving, the teacher only drives the whole car. He'll only this we sit next to him. The one who are learning there. खुद ही करेंगे. 2 दिन चलाकर तीसरा दिन then he will make him sit near the steering. पहले सीट बेल्ट ये सब सिखाना शुरू करते. After some time, he will sit, will not any, only the minute things he will tell. You're not seeing the rear mirror, front mirror. Okay, na? Just look at the dashboard, see the position of the petrol speed. Yes, Sahara, only vocal. After some time, you will only keep quiet, only observe. Some time के बाद ना, really before giving the driving license, he will not be there only, the teacher. Alone you have to घुमा घुमा के आना पड़ेगा. Then only you are a master. You are allowed to be given the license to drive on the road in other safety, with other safety and your safety. Spirituality with same होता है. That's the very crucial period where everybody is left alone by the Lord. Every sadhaka. In a sense. Some of them they themselves choose. Many of them, the Lord makes them so. He says, I will not give any help. Because from within you have to blossom. From within you have to grow. You yourself have to understand that you are Jiva, that you are bound by your own choice. And you took it for granted. And you continuing that your wrong choice of binding to the upadhi, yet asking me the help. And that help you are misusing. Understood? You yourself by choice bound in your upadhi and suffering. And you ask me the help, and I help you, but you are misusing it. So I will stop helping. When zero pocket money is given to the children by the father, then only we'll know the value of money, value or importance of working to earn the money. That is the actual education. In every animal yoni, you see that. The children are taught by the parent animals how to hunt. In the beginning, maximum they do. Later on, so they just watch. The best example you can see are the ducks and ducklings. और डक पीछे मुड़कर भी नहीं देखता और डकलिंग्स को खुद ही वो गिरेंगे उठेंगे पानी में बहेंगे then they struggle and they come behind the mother. Other animals also you can see the lion tiger they won't later on छोटे छोटे or cubs have to hunt only. Sometimes they get beaten by the other animals whom they are hunting. Sometimes they are powerful but ये छोटे हैं मार खाते हैं even a deer will bang it and go as it is trying slowly it gets mastery over it. In all animals everywhere we see in spirituality also if that is happening that from nowhere we are getting help means what the real grace of Lord is happening. What is it? He is stopping to show his grace leaving us to our own efforts and sadhana, isn't it? Then only whatever is taught so far, whatever experience gained, whatever the learning done, that can be experienced practically used by us. आफ्टर ऑल हम खुद ही बंधन में आए भगवान ने नहीं डाला हमको हम खुद को ही बाहर आना है आज जब खुद बाहर आना है तो ही विल बी जीरो ही विल नॉट गिव एनी ग्रेस ही इज देयर ही विल बी डेफिनेटली देयर लाइक द ट्रेनिंग टीचर इज नेक्स्ट टू हिम ओनली बट ही विल नॉट टॉक खुद को ही करना पड़ता वेरी इमरजेंसी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है देन ही टेक्स है ना दैट इनिशिएटिव टू हेल्प. And you see, after 6 years, 5 years, that person who drives car forgets also that there were the days where he was in the next pillion seat and learning the driving from the master. खुद ही करता and he becomes teacher to others. This is the actual evolution. And in this junction where all theory is given, then practical has to start. That time we have to be more alert taking total responsibility into our hands and from everything basics onwards we have to reset and restart. And as the example of car after that year you only have to clean it taking it out of garage we only have to go and fuel it petrol डालो खुद ही ले जाना है पार करना साफ करना सर्विसिंग करना और कोई होगा नहीं वो खुद ही करना पड़ता है व्हीकल को सेम वे द होल स्पिरिचुअल वी ओनली. That's why every guru, after sufficiently teaching the disciple, definitely tells him, now you go away from me. Learn independent. नहीं तो you will always be dependent. You will never be hatched out from within perfectly. In the initial days, for the pushes, for the informations, for the inspirations, other than the Guru and Shastra or Guru and Daiva, nobody. But later on, they are there, but we have to work on. नहीं तो बात तो बनता नहीं हो. Like the driver is, the teacher is next to the driving learning person. He will never learn. If mother is always there in the kitchen along with the daughter will never learn cooking independently. If the drawing, painting the child is doing, mother is next to him all the time, he will never learn independent. A sportsman, if he is not left alone, कोच हमेशा रहता है तो इज ऑलवेज डिपेंडेंट. Therefore परमात्मा जानबूझकर ऐसे स्थिति हमको देते हैं. And there when he withdraws all his help, like the first time when we is in the car all alone without that teaching trainer, he is gone out of the car. It is that time we will know where do we stand. That first उस चाबी स्टार्ट करने को ही डर लगता है, पता नहीं क्या होगा. Because he was there confidence. अब वही नहीं. देन क्लच ब्रेक 10 बार सोचकर धीरे ऑन करके गियर डाल के मोमेंट बाय मोमेंट दे डूइंग एंड कॉन्फिडेंस, कॉन्फिडेंस एंड डूइंग, डूइंग कॉन्फिडेंस. धीरे धीरे विल बी एबल टू डू कॉन्फिडेंटली. वी आर कॉन्फिडेंट दैट वी कैन डू. इन द सेम वे स्पिरिचुअलिटी का रियल जर्नी तब स्टार्ट होता है. नो हैज इट हैपेंड इन आवर लाइफ और नॉट, वी हैव टू सी. थॉट इज जनरल, given to all, but particularly everyone will have to think at what level we are. And there are some people who insist and extend the driving training class from 3 months 10,000 दे दिया to 6 months 20,000 दे के, क्योंकि मैंने पूरा सीखा नहीं. देर आर सम वंस जैसे 3 months है 10,000 दिया रख लो आप, बट 1 महीना काफी है, मैं सीख लिया. देर आर सम 1 month is enough for me, I have learned it. You are not required. In our life also, we can be lazy, procrastinating, keeping on depending on the guru, teacher, satsang, shastra, class, yet not progressing. Some of us can be quick in grasping, catching, taking initiative, taking responsibility, and beyond that. In all the first said 4 things, what we said in the beginning. First, knowing that we are going through upadhi, prarabdha, and managing it. Second, detaching from the upadhis and not doing which will bind us future may. Third, the clarity about the tattva jnana, therefore everything else is mithya. Fourth is identifying with the tattva, not anything else. These are the 4 things called as perfect car driving. In that, the push is being given to us by the gurus and all. धीरे धीरे देखो, हम सीखे या ना सीखे, they will withdraw one day. जो उसने नहीं सीखा, they will go back to samsara. Like the people who stop coming to the classes, etc. जिसने सीखा, he will be there. He will definitely come to class and keep on updating his knowledge. He will add his sadhana at home, not even drop the class. क्योंकि परमात्मा को पाने तक somebody should keep on teaching us, because left to ourselves anywhere we may be. In the other time we have to be independent, not in the class. Class तो होना ही चाहिए. Till that Guru himself says, yes, you got the thing, you are freed from this. In practical thing we are talking about. So be aware of all that, help oneself. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsa Rishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha. Yerime Gurubhihi Purvam Badavakya Pramanadah व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं. भवयेव भवानिति मे नितरां समजायत चेतसि कौतुकिता मम वारय मोहमहाजलधिं भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणं ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तं ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन मोक्षसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिकप्रगति एकता शान्ति धर्मसंस्थापकानां निरन्तर दिग्विजयार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययनसाधना प्रयत्नमध्ये श्री कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम अथ नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Let us do Parayanam, second chapter, 5 mantras. अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः। युञ्जानः प्रथमं मनः तत्त्वाय सविता धियः अग्नेर्ज्योतिर्निचाय्य पृथिव्या अध्याभरतु युक्तेन मनसा वयं देवस्य सवितुः सवे सुवर्गीयाय शक्त्या युक्त्वाय मनसा देवान् सुवर्यतो धिया दिवं बृहज्योतिः करिष्यतः सविता प्रसुवाथितान् युञ्जते मन उत युञ्जते धियः विप्रा विप्रस्य बृहतो विपश्चितः विहोत्रा दधे वयुना विदेकः इन्मही देवस्य सवितुः परिष्टुतिः युजेवां ब्रह्मपूर्व्यं नमोभिर्विश्लोकः हेतुपत्येव सूरेः शृण्वन्तु विश्वे अमृतस्य पुत्राः आये धामानि दिव्यानि तस्तुः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Fourth mantra, just do Parayanam. We have thoroughly studied it. तमेकनेमिं त्रिवृतं षोडशान्तं शतार्धारं विंशतिप्रत्यराभिः अष्टकैर्षड्भिर्विश्वरूपैकपाशं त्रिमार्गभेदं द्विनिमित्तैकमोहम्. All of that are understood. The last one or two just for a reminder of us. One is what? Ashtakair Ashtakams understood. But Vishwarupa Eka Pasham, you have to mean little more, feel little more about it. It takes many forms, but it acts only in one way, that it binds us by becoming a Pasha. Vishwarupa Eka Pasha. Just expand the mind to see the whole universe of, let us say, human beings. Let us not be worried about other yoni. Don't we see the entire world of humanity of 802 crore are bound by this one eka pasham, isn't it? The desire, though it is expressing in different forms. Sarva Rupa, Vishwarupa, Aneka Rupa, Ananta Rupa. But एक ही चीज है, that is desire. What a clear thought it is given here. All are bound to this world, to the upadhis, to the entire samsara by one thing called as kamana only. विश्वरूप एक भाष सब बस बंधे हुए हैं। बाप रे, सबको बांध के रखा ये कामना ने। बाप रे बाप Only a dead person and a Jivan Mukta. These are the two ones who are freed from this passion. Sadhakas are bound, but that bondage is good. Their desire binding is wanting to know the truth, wanting to study Shastra, wanting to be with the Guru, wanting to do sadhana. ये भी पाशा है because इसमें भी desire है. But this pasha is good because it helps us in getting moksha. So these three are safe. One is the one who dead. Second is whose desire is only for Paramatma. Third who has reached. ये तीनों safe. बाकी सब पाशम bound only by this kamana. And in each one, that kamana, every day, every moment takes different shape and comes. उसका कोई इमेजिनेशन ही नहीं है कब किसके मन में किस तरह का डिजायर आएगा. It has nothing to do with the person's position in the outer world. He may be a big seeming jnani or a political person or otherwise great scientist or achieved person. कुछ भी हो, his talents, his contributions, his discoveries, his हो सकता है. वो पाश में आ जाएगा अंदर कामना. That can be a small little thing also. वो कुछ खाने की चीज का पाशम या कुछ दादर भोग वाला पाशम. विश्वरूप का एक भाषा विश्वरूप. कोई भी सिर्फ आत्मज्ञानी alone is free from it, and the one who is aiming at Atmajnana with his effort and struggle can free from it. Others all, they themselves by choice are getting bound by it, creating the vasanas for the future pasha, which we saw in the introduction today in the second thought. Identify the upadhi, we create the new prarabdhas by doing such things. कैसा होता है वो? संकल्प फेंक देते हैं हम और वो पीछे बूमरैंग होकर हमारे पास आता है. ओनली ए शुद्ध साधक, ही संकल्प इज ओनली फॉर परमात्मा, नॉट फॉर एनी जगत प्राप्ति. शुद्ध साधक मीन्स वन इज कन्विंस्ड साधक, कन्विंस्ड डीपली एवरी मोमेंट इज मुझे भगवान को पाना है, मुझे आत्मा अनुभव पाना है, मुझे मोक्ष का पाना. ही एंटरटेन्स ओनली दोस थॉट. So they are positive vasanas. They are not kamana for the worldliness. So he is safe. But others, because they are not doing it, unknowingly they throw these sankalpas. कोई निद्रा का संकल्प करेगा, कोई कोई घूमने का संकल्प करेगा, कोई लोगों को मिलने का संकल्प करेगा, कोई वस्तुओं को भोग करने का. That sankalpa will come back to him, no? Therefore, we have to understand it. There is no way other than desiring and trying for Paramatma to come out of this bondage. This will be told to us in the 6th shloka, very exhaustive. We'll study it deeply. Take 2-3 days time for that. Because बहुत सारा प्रश्नोत्तर है उसमें. तो विश्वरूप एक पाशम, little bit we wanted to become aware of. So that's why we just took it again, though we studied it. Then what is the Trimarga Vedam? Dharma, Adharma, Jnana. Dharma Marga, doing what we are supposed to do and get what we have to get. Adharma Marga, overpowered by the Arthakama desire and not possible to get it through the Dharma Marga, therefore doing Adharma. दोनों को साइड पे रख के द ज्ञान मार्ग. It is there. Temple is open. Road to the temple also is always open, whether you go or not. तो ज्ञान मार्ग खुला है, ज्ञान देने वाले गुरु भी अवेलेबल है, ज्ञान साधना भी अवेलेबल फ्री है, if you take it or not. From the adharma marga to the dharma marga we have to come to. From the dharma marga to the jnana marga we have to shift to. Consciously करना होता है. For my own sake. Only when I will do that, only when we know the lakshya that is reached through Jnana Marga is so great. This is what Vasishtha is trying to do from last our 10 days, 12 days study, and from 3 sargas onwards. He is telling Tattva Mahatmya Varnanam. We are in the 13th sarga now. It started in the 11th sarga. 11th May, 12th May, 13th half of this sarga. He is telling us Tattva Mahatmya because we have to walk the path and we will walk only when we are convinced. Guru tries to convince us. In his convincing us, half of his victory is done. Remaining is once we are convinced, we will follow what he says. अगर conviction नहीं हुआ हमको, like if we are not convinced about the coming to the class, nobody in the world can force you. If you are convinced, nobody can stop. So I try to convince in the beginning. No, who are convinced, they are regular. Those are not gone. No, I can't put my effort all through life for this thing. If you can't think about the glory of Shastra and Satsang and all, and give excuses yourself, justify yourself, अब किसको पढ़ी है? आपको नहीं पढ़ी तो no guru will be behind anyone for all the time. To that guru and guru vakya, if we have disrespect, don't value, guru will not get insulted continuously. He will stop it. चलो अपना नापो रास्ता. That's why Vasishtha was strongly telling about Tattva Jnana Mahatmya. It will not be eternal topic. Only one more, two more sargas. In that effort of him, whoever are convinced, they stay back in the class, in which he is going to tell the entire Jnanam for the next 29-30,000 shlokas. अब जो चले गए because not convinced, this chance is missed for this life. Like we are taking class every, those are not coming, they are missing the chance. जानते हुए भी कि कोई है स्वामी जी बोल रहे क्लासेस कर रहे, whose choice it is? You are coming, that is also your choice. You may stop any day, that is your choice. I may myself stop talking, that's my choice. कीड़ा किसी के दिमाग में घुस सकता है. सो त्रिमार्ग भेदम में द ज्ञान मार्ग में आ जाना. ओनली व्हेन वी नो द ज्ञान से प्राप्त होने वाला परमात्मा का महिमा, व्हेन वी नो तत्व ज्ञान महात्म्य, दैट इट इज इनफाइनाइट, इट इज द स्टेट ऑफ लिबरेशन. ये सब जब क्लियरली होते हैं, देन ओनली वी टेक अप ज्ञान मार्ग. सो त्रिमार्ग भेदम. So what marga we are in? We are in the Artha Kama Marga, and that we are achieving through the Dharma. We are in the Artha Karma Marga, and that we are achieving through Dharma. Or we are in the Moksha Marga, for that we are pursuing the Jnana. Teen Marg is Jagat mein, isn't it? See, ये सृष्टि बनाया not only by for binding us with the above said Kama Pasha, ना. विश्वरूप एक पाशीन है, उसे छोड़ने छुटकारा पाने का द ज्ञान मार्ग also is there here, and you are free to pursue. Today or after 10,000 lives, it is you have to decide to pursue the jnana marga by giving up the pasha marga of the kamana fulfillment through dharma or adharma. खुद को करना है डिसीजन लेना, मुझे लेना पड़ेगा फाइनली. से मार्ग वेदम. Then the last one was द्विनिमित्त एकमोहम, है ना. द्विनिमित्त मतलब दोनों निमित्तों के कारण रूपी एक ही है, उसको यहाँ मोह कहा. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थॉट दिस वन. द्विनिमित्त. व्हाट आर द टू निमित्तास? टू थिंग्स फॉर विच दैट बिकम्स निमित्त. पुण्य पाप. सो द्वयोः पुण्य पापयोः निमित्त एक मोह. वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग, नो? When we do the papa, we understand that we are doing it under the influence of moha. But here, even doing punya also is moha. That by studying Vedanta so long, we must be clear in our understanding. Because पुण्य भी करो, उससे भी फल ही मिलता है. वो भी आउटर वर्ल्डली सुख, वो भी टेम्पररी है ना. पुण्य इज मोर डेंजरस देन पाप, बिकॉज व्हेन यू डू पुण्य यू गेट सुख. When you get habituated to the sukha, you want it more and more. And then more and more to get that sukha. We may not be able to do it through punya. Therefore, we yield to the papa. That's why you see the more rich people will have more loans. Because they are habituated to those richnesses and those comforts and luxuries. अब उनको कमाने का औकात नहीं है, so then they apply, they take the loan and go out of India and settle there. क्या तमाशा है भाई. हाउ कम दैट फेलो इज नॉट सेंट टू दिस कंट्री. जो भी है भाग रहे हैं इंडिया से पैसा लेके हमारे. रिच पीपल आर इन बिग लोन्स, करोड़ों करोड़ों लोन में, बिकॉज दे आर हैबिचुएटेड टू भोग. जिनको ये सब नहीं है ना, मिनिमम में जीते, वो थोड़ा सा ही हो इधर उधर. सो पाप एंड पुण्य both are moha only. Dvinimitta ekam. And what is that one moha because of which we do the punya and papa? Both are binding. Absolutely clear. The answer is what? Deha indriya manobuddhi jatyadishu anatmasu. Deha indriya manobuddhi, and in whichever the janma we are born. They are all anatma. They are all upati. They are all prakriti. They are all maya. Anatmasu. Avimanaha. Identification with it in three forms. तीन तरह का तादात्म्य. एक तो है अहम, me. Second is mama, mine. Third is mahyam, for me. मैं, मेरा, मेरे लिए. मयर मोर हर जगह कहते हैं, मेरे लिए भी हम ऐड कर सकते हैं. शरीर मैं हूं, शरीर मेरा है और मेरे लिए है. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज मोह, अनात्मा से तादात्म्य. सो देहेंद्रिय मनोबुद्धि जात्यादि अनात्मसु. ओके. जात्यादिषु अनात्मसु आत्मा अभिमानः अस्य इति. This one moha is the karana for, nimitta for the two things of punya and papa. Dharma adharma alag हिसाब है. Our duty and not doing the duty. पुण्य अब पाप इज अदर हिसाब है. पुण्य करो फायदा होगा, नहीं करो कोई नुकसान है. पाप नहीं करो बच गए, किया तो फंस गए. दिस इज ऑल. देन ही सेज अपश्यन इति क्रियापदम अनुवर्तते. सो सच Karana Brahma, who is like this chakra, they who are meditating in themselves, te dhyana yoga apashyan. Or adhima iti uttara mantra siddham va kriyapadam. Or add the word adhimaha, we have understood. They are saying, they have understood, who have meditated. This Karana Brahma, that understood word adhima, is taken or borrowed from the next mantra. So, this Karana Brahma Rupi Chakra, because of one moha, it becomes cause for two nimitta. This becomes one nimitta for the two expressions. Then it has got the chakra to go three directions. And then that is tied by one pasha. It has got 6 sets of 8 things. Ashtakaya should be. And it has got 20 pratyaras. It has got 50 main aras. Then it has Shodasha and Antam, 16 conclusions. Then it has got 3 Avrutis, covers. Then 1 Nemi it has got. We have seen sufficiently this mantra more than any other mantra. तो फिर याद अच्छी तरह होना चाहिए. एक नेमी प्रकृति माया, त्रिवृतम the 3 gunas, Shodashantam the 16 aspects. Then Shata Ardha Aram, the 50 of the spokes, and the 528, 9 and 8. Vimshati pratyaravihi, then Ashtakai Shadvihi, then Vishwarupa Rupa Ekapasham, then Tri Marga Bhedam, then Dvinimitta Ekamoham. This is what is this Karana Brahma. They have seen or they have understood. You also, I also, on the seat of contemplation, when we exhaustively understand it, then we understand the whole universe is nothing but the expression of that Karana Brahma. In that, in everything, the two things are there. The pure Nirguna Brahma as substratum and the Shakti, the Maya, which is in the form of Jati, Rupa, Nama, Guna, is a Maya. Our job is to reject that Rupa Namatmakata and pure Brahman. You have to filter and identify. Like the Hamsa Pakshi. दूध पानी मिला है तो it just drinks the milk, leaving the whole water distilled. A Jnani is called Paramahamsa because he is also in the same world like us, but he is only taking the milk aspect, leaving the water aspect. Only he knows that. In the case of Hamsa, you will see it will drink milk and water is left. But in the case of Jnani Hamsa, a Jnani only knows. I am experiencing the Brahman everywhere. The Maya जिससे ये नाम रूप बना, I am not interested in that. That will come from the 4th, 5th, 6th mantra onwards when the sadhanas will be told. So Tamekanemim Trivrutam Shodashantam Shatardharam Vimshati Pratyarabhi Ashtakair Shadbir Vishwarupaikapasham Trimarga Bhedam Dvinimittaikamoham Adhima or Apashyan. Done, fully satisfied. I am satisfied in this mantra number 4. Now we take up the 5th one, doing the Sambandha Bhashya for the 5th mantra, one-liner. Bhagavan says, Purvam Chakra Rupena Darshitam. Purvam, in the earlier mantra, Chakra Rupena Darshitam. That Karana Brahma, which was explained to us, shown to us, told to us in the Chakra example or Rupa, Idanim, now in the next mantra, Nadi Rupena Darshayati. Same thing is shown in the form of a river also. चक्र भी मूव करता है, नदी भी मूव करता रहता है. So, Nadi Rupena, this Karana Brahma is shown to us as an alternative for us to contemplate and grasp. If one or two are missed in the chakra, they are added here. Missed in explanation. दोनों को आप हेल्प का रूप में ले लो. So what is the Karana Brahma as the Karana of the entire universe, and he is everywhere there. That picture comes to us. Now let us chant this mantra 2 times. The mantra number 5. Om Nata Panchamo Mantraha Om Panchasrotombum Panchayonyugravakram Panchapranormim Panchabuddhyadimulam Panchavartam Panchadukkhaughavegam Panchashadbhedam Panchaparvam Adhimaha Panchasrotombum Panchayonyugravakram पंचप्राणोर्मिं पंचबुद्ध्यादिमूलां पंचावर्तां पंचदुःखौघवेगां पंचाशद्भेदां पंचपर्वाम् अधीमः. So adhimah, they meditated and they understood each one. Then they talked to each other. They said, yes, yes, हमको भी समझ में आ गया. The Nadi Rupa Karana Brahma Varnana. Pure Brahma, he is himself. He is never become Karana, nor there is any Karyarupi Jagat, which is our goal. But right now we are seeing the Jagat. From this, we have to shift to the Paramatma. Therefore, intermediate thing we have to bring, called as the Karana for the Jagat is the Karana Brahma, who is Brahman alone, but with Maya Shakti. This will be told to us in the 7th mantra. The first word itself sorts out this doubt. He says, Udgitam etat. Beautiful word it is, Udgitam. And in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Udgita Brahmana ही है इतना लंबा चौड़ा. Udgitam. This is because you are seeing the world and you are asking the question, we have elaborately told. Like the child में नींद नहीं आ रहा है, कहानी बताओ. उसके लिए कहानी बताते. There is nothing real about it. But he wants, they're only in sleep. That's why I don't disappoint people. Anyone who wants to sleep, every day they can come to class. It is available. स्वामी जी नहीं है आज क्लास लेने को, नींद नहीं आ रही, थोड़ा कहानी बताओ. Don't worry, स्वामी जी is every day there. So the Nadi, Panchasrota Ambum, which has got 5 flows, is this river. 5 जगह से पानी आके इसमें ज्वाइन हो रहा है. Panchayoni Ugravakram, and it has got this Yoni Nadi. 5 flows are there. Then third one is Panchaprana Urmim. It has got the Urmi, the waves of Panchaprana or Indriyas. Then Panchabuddhi Adi Mula. Panchabuddhi Adi Mula. It has got the Mula from where the 5 Buddhyadi are expressing. Then terrible is Pancha Avarta. It has got 5 whirlpools to drown us. Avarta. Like in that Rananadi, Duryodhana is compared with Avarta, because of whom everybody sab डूब गए. Duryodhana Avartini. And Rananadi it is. Here it is KARANA Nadi. Good no? Upanishad में भी वही, गीता में भी वही. And in the evening class, one of the text again Nadi Rupa Varnan आया था परसों किसी में. So Pancha Avartam. Then Pancha Dukkha Ogha Vegam. And this Karana Brahma has got the terrible Ogha Vega, the speed of the flow. And there are 5 types of Dukkhas. And then Panchashat Vedam, which was covered in the earlier mantra, the 50 things. Same is carried here. Finally, Panchaparvam. It has got 5 parvas, 5 major destinations or blocking points. पर्व कहते हैं उसको. ले गंगा जी चल रही है गोमुख से अप टू गंगा सागर. There are important spots in between. Pancha Parva. You know, Devaprayag is first one where Alaknanda and Bhagirathi they meet. Very good spot. Well, then all Alaknanda, Mandakini, Sohan Prayag, Karna Prayag, Nanda Prayag, Vishnu Prayag, Kesha Prayag, Kesh Vishnu, ये सारे नदियां मिल गए वहाँ देवप्रयाग. Second spot is the Haridwar, Har Ki Pauri. The third one you go to Prayagraj. Then we go to the Kashi. Slowly it goes to the Ganga Sagar, Panjaparvam. Every river, Narmada, Amarkantak se start होकर before it meets with the ocean. Beautiful in between places. Panchaparva, Krishna Nadi. You know, when it starts in its source till it makes us in Hamsala Devi in Andhra or Godavari. Both of them merge in Andhra only in the ocean. Godavari starting from Triambakeshwar. Panchaparva in between. So what are the Panchaparva? What are the Panchashat Veda? वो तो देख लिए. पंच दुख ओघ वेग क्या है? 5 आवर्त क्या है? पंच बुद्धि आदि मूल, पंच प्राण उर्मी, पंच योनि, पंच स्रोत. ये कितने पंच है ये? कल हम इसको देखेंगे. और कल तारीख भी हमारा 5 September 5. Tomorrow we'll see this completely. ये सिंपल 10 मिनट में हो जाएगा. यू आर ऑल मास्टर्स ऑफ दैट. है ना? We are all masters. क्या कोई कारण ब्रह्म पार करके we are not in निर्गुण ब्रह्म, तो we are masters. Then we will take up even the study of our Bandha Moksha Vicharana of the mantra number 6. That also beautiful, complete. Seventh mantra has got very beautiful, exhaustive prashnottari to communicate to us lot of knowledge. It also. Hmm. Om 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 Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Parabrahmane Parabrahmane Sutimatre Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you. Join in 5 minutes for Gita.